I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just follow the flow.
One day, on the island where Yoshi and his friends live, a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky. It looks like the book has information within its pages about unusual creatures. But it can't.
Coming in at number 1, we'd like to mention that Yoshi is back and he's flipping the pages literally. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is a brand new standalone adventure coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2 in spring 2026. The game starts off looking like traditional 3D, but once Yoshi dives into Mr. E's magical pages, the world transforms into a stunning stop-motion, colored pencil aesthetic that brings every sketch to life. While gameplay details remain under wraps, the art direction alone makes this a must-see, family-friendly adventure that promises a fresh, enchanting twist on the classic Yoshi formula. Check it out.
And those discoveries will be written down. Hey, we found some dandelions. Touch them and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck.
Nintendo just dropped a brand new trailer for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, indicating the game is ready to blast off on December 4, 2025, for Switch and Switch 2, and pre-orders are live now. The Switch 2 edition steps it up with 4K docked HDR and mouse controls, while OG Switch fans can grab it cheaper at $59.88. UK pre-orders come with sweet extras, a desk mat, holographic stickers, and even a metal keyring for classic Switch orders. Prices start at $69.99 on Amazon for Switch 2. Lock in your copy now and get ready to dive into Samus's latest adventure with style, perks, and next-gen polish.
What principles? Did you understand even a single word of what I told you?
Hey, don't Turks keep an eye out for potential soldiers and stuff?
They do more than just scout for candidates. Turks get called in to handle all kinds of situations with extreme prejudice.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is coming to Nintendo Switch 2 on January 26, and it's already turning heads. Priced at just $40, this Switch 2 port is a steal and it's packed with goodies. Alongside the Intermission DLC featuring Yuffie, you get exclusive weapons, armor, accessories, and summoning materia like Carbuncle and Cactuar. Physical editions go even further, including a Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Play Booster Pack with 14 crossover cards, plus reversible cover art showing Cloud either facing off with Sephiroth or gazing at the Shinra building. At 87.9 GB, it's the biggest Switch 2 game yet. Download required from the Game Key card.
Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly, silently, painfully.
If you missed it before, Pokémon Pokopia is Pokémon's first live simulation game, arriving on Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. This time, you play as a Ditto disguised as a human, gathering wood, rocks, and other materials to craft your dream home. Use moves from other Pokémon, like Bulbasaur's Leaf Edge or Squirtle's Water Gun, to shape your paradise and attract visitors. Build furniture, grow vegetables, and create cozy spaces for Pokémon and yourself. With natural shifts in time and weather, you can enjoy your utopia at every hour and in every mood, making it a relaxing, charming life sim adventure.
By learning this move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun will keep it all healthy. A large plaza has been discovered in the Flower Kingdom, Bella Bell Park. Here, you can enjoy a variety of attractions that let you team up with or work against friends and family.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder is getting a special Nintendo Switch 2 edition, launching in spring 2026, and it comes with a new area called Bella Bell Park. This plaza adds a ton of fun multiplayer attractions where you can team up with friends or go head-to-head, run and hide in Phanto Tag, work together to pass a bob arm to the goal, or race to collect the most coins. There's a little something for everyone. Nintendo promises even more enhancements and content for this edition, making the Flower Kingdom feel bigger and livelier than ever.
If you're tagged, you're it. And the other players get to transform and hide.
Work together to relay.
After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia. She joins them to take on Demon King Ganon.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is arriving on Nintendo Switch 2 on November 6, 2025, and Japan is getting a special Treasure Box edition. While the West won't have the full set, imports are an option thanks to the region-free console. The Treasure Box includes the game plus extras like a scarf, cloth poster, acrylic standee, wood keychain, and a pair of clear sheets. Step into the war for Hyrule as Princess Zelda, King Rauru, Minoru, and new heroes, combining powerful Zonai devices with signature abilities to take down Ganondorf's armies and massive bosses. Intense battles and legendary hero action await.
Nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes. Depending on the pair, sync strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of other effects.
Twin monsters are a portent of disaster. Should you wish to oppose this omen, ancient custom dictates.
Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection is coming March 3 on Switch 2. The story focuses on the birth of twin Rathalos, believed extinct, whose arrival could decide the fate of the world, set 2 centuries after a major conflict between neighboring kingdoms. You play as a rider, teaming up with monsters, your monster companions, in turn-based combat using a rock-paper-scissors system of moves, elemental strengths, and unique abilities. Weapons and armor crafted from slain monsters add a classic Monster Hunter layer, while the vibrant art style and more mature characters promise a fresh yet familiar take for longtime fans.
I needed to know what she hoped to accomplish. I became a ranger in the hopes I might find out.
Hello? Yes.
Resident Evil Requiem is coming to Switch 2, and while the visuals might not match PS5 or Xbox Series, at least it's reportedly cheaper. Pre-orders on Amazon show the Switch 2 version at £60. That's £10 less than the other consoles. It'll likely be a game key card, which could explain the pricing and possible performance compromises. Capcom and Nintendo might be using this as a tactic to make the Switch 2 version more appealing, despite its likely lower graphics and processing power. Either way, fans get a cheaper option to dive into the horror, and maybe this opens the door for more price adjustments on future releases.
Grace, stay close to me.
I'm coming!
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
The Kirby Air Riders game is coming soon, and 2 new amiibo are also on the way. Tap tap them to summon figure players that you can train.
Kirby Air Riders is getting some extra hype with the reveal of new amiibo, launching November 20, 2025, alongside a confirmed second Nintendo Direct down the line. These amiibo let you summon figure players directly in-game, giving you the ability to train and level them up for better performance. You can also swap riders on the fly, just like in the actual game, letting you mix and match to find your perfect combination of rider and machine. Nintendo has teased that more amiibo updates are coming in the future, which could add even more depth to Air Riders gameplay and customization options.
Look out for even more Kirby Air Riders amiibo updates in the future. And a second Kirby Air Riders Direct, hosted by the game's director, Mr. Sato. The latest entry in the Mario Tennis series is hitting the court on Nintendo Switch 2.
Mario Tennis Fever is coming to Switch 2 on February 12, 2026, and it's looking bigger than ever. The series adds sliding moves, new defensive maneuvers, and 30 fever rackets, each with unique abilities that change how you play. There are 38 playable characters, the most in series history, letting you mix up your team however you like. Adventure mode turns Mario and friends into babies, sending them on a quest to defeat monsters and return to normal. Other modes include tournament trial towers and mix it up with wonder effects. Swing mode with Joy-Con 2 motion controls rounds out the fast-paced, chaotic tennis action.
The court with the ice racket. Summon mushrooms that shrink your opponents using the mini mushroom racket. Or duplicate yourself with the shadow racket.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is coming to Switch 2 next year, and it looks like a real treat for strategy fans. The revealed trailer teases a brand new world full of faction rivalries, fresh characters, and a story that already feels deeper than Fire Emblem Engage. At the core of it are the heroic games, gladiator-style contests that tie into the larger narrative, promising high-stakes battles with serious consequences. Combat sticks to that classic tactical rock-paper-scissors style, but with new units and gladiatorial flair. Between strategic battles, rivalries, and story twists, Fortune's Weave is shaping up to be another must-play Fire Emblem.
To uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people. Strength enough for a queen!
Once every 100 years is the Star Festival, where shooting stars fall across the Mushroom Kingdom. But on this peaceful night, Bowser...
Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 is getting a neat upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2 with mouse controls. Nintendo hasn't fully explained the system yet, but it will work with Joy-Con 2 and likely function like the old Wii Remote. Think moving cursors to grab star bits or controlling Yoshi in Galaxy 2. The update also adds 4K support, so the games will look sharper than ever. This collection is part of the 40th anniversary celebrations for Super Mario Bros., and it's already a hit. Pre-orders sold out on Target, and it's topping Amazon charts. Launch day is October 2nd, 2025.
Oceans, lava lakes, and more. You'll visit planets of all shapes and sizes.
Square Enix dropped a bit of a bummer update for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. While it's coming to both Switch and Switch 2 in early 2026, there's no upgrade path between the versions. That means if you buy it on Switch, you'll need to buy it again if you want to play on Switch 2. Even save data won't carry over, so progress made on one system can't be transferred to the other. Bonus item codes are also locked to the platform you purchase on. Basically, Switch and Switch 2 are treated as completely separate releases, just like with Dragon Quest I and 2 HD 2D Remake.
What awaits them beyond it all?
Pokémon Legends Z-A just got supercharged with Mega Dimension, an all-new DLC adventure landing October 16, 2025, setting you back into the world of Z-A to dive deeper into a story expanded by the mythical Pokémon that warps space with its rings, and 2 brand new Mega Evolutions. Team MZ's story picks up right after the main game, so there's more adventure, more surprises, and more Pokémon action than ever. Mega Dimension is playable on Switch and Switch 2, and pre-orders are open now. Get ready to warp into a whole new Pokémon universe. Check it out.
Well, daughter of Hades, princess of the underworld, it would seem that you are finally prepared. But time itself is against us.
Hades 2 is finally leaving early access and hitting full release on September 25th, and Supergiant has locked in the exact launch times. It goes live worldwide at 9 AM PDT across Switch 2, Switch 1, Steam, and Epic Games Store. For now, it's console exclusive to Switch, with PlayStation and Xbox versions likely later. Switch 2 runs it at 1080p with 120 FPS in TV mode and 60 FPS handheld, which is wild for a roguelike this stylish. A physical edition also lands November 20th. After more than a year of fine-tuning updates, the sequel is ready, and fans couldn't be more hyped.
You know me, Headmistress. I'll do both. This is where you're from, DK? This island is beautiful!
DLC.
Donkey Kong Bonanza just got bigger with its new DK Island and Emerald Rush DLC. And it's a wild mix of nostalgia and fresh challenge. DK Island itself is packed with nods to classic Kong history, from K. Rool's Shipwreck to Jungle Beat Bongos, making it feel like a love letter for longtime fans. Then Emerald Rush flips the script into roguelike territory, random power-ups, time limits, and frantic emerald collecting that completely rethinks Bonanza's core mechanics. It's addictive, stylish, and tough enough to feel like true post-game content. Honestly, it's brilliant, though it also feels like something that belonged in the base game.
The key to amassing emeralds is collecting fossils to gain perks. Collect a fossil and you'll get to pick from 3 random ones.
I've heard about this place. A long time ago, there was a village here that disappeared during a festival. And people who
Fatal Frame 2 is making a comeback, and this time it's a full remake landing on the Nintendo Switch 2 in early 2026. The cult classic horror from 2003 is being rebuilt with overhauled visuals, upgraded audio, and tighter gameplay. You're following twin sisters who stumble into a ghost-ridden village, where shadows of a forbidden ritual linger. The only thing standing between you and restless spirits. The iconic camera obscura, letting you seal away horrors through snapshots. With Team Ninja involved, this remake isn't just nostalgic, it's set to make Crimson Butterfly terrifying all over again.
Finally, we're one.
Guardian of Peace, you have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order. Until then, you must adapt to the chaos and find a way to survive. So choose your path wisely. Go forth and learn what it means to be a hero.
Dynasty Warriors Origins is finally marching onto Switch 2 this January, and is bringing some serious chaos with it. This isn't just another retelling of the Three Kingdoms saga, it's a grittier take that puts you in the boots of a nameless warrior carving their path through history. Battles span from the Yellow Turban Rebellion to the massive clash at Chibi, with thousands of soldiers fighting at once, the largest the series has ever pulled off. Enemies actually cooperate now, making fights feel tougher and more dynamic, while allies can rally alongside you to push the front line. Plus, major DLC drops the same day, packing even more action.
Die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
Here, on this small island floating in the sea, are me characters, each living their own carefree lives.
When is the game coming out?
Let's take a look.
Alright, so if you've been craving some cynical life sim action, Tomodachi Life is making a comeback, and it's called Living the Dream, and it's headed to the Switch in 2026. For those who remember the original from back in 2014, it's the same weirdness, but with a new tropical island setting. You'll be creating Mies, throwing them into ridiculous situations like trash-throwing arguments or strange dream sequences. It's one of those games where the fun is in watching all these odd moments unfold with zero logic, which makes it all the more entertaining. Keep your eyes peeled for it on Switch next year.
Wonder what's up?
I'm so hungry.
Food for thought.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Stormlances just dropped on the Switch and it's pure roguelike chaos built for two. Think side-scrolling anime action where every run is different. New weapons, new skills, new ways to survive. You and a friend crash on an alien planet, bond with mystical storm hearts and keep fighting, dying and coming back stronger. It's couch co-op at its best, but you can swap to solo anytime. Bosses don't play nice either, from planet-eating machines to deadly alien beasts. Flaming swords, hammers, rifles. You pick your loadout, adapt and dive back in. Stylish, fast and addictive. This one's all about replayability.
Whatever you do, it is imperative that you do not hunt the shadows that have dispersed.
Persona is the power of the soul, also known as your other self.
Persona 3 Reload finally has a demo on the Switch too, letting us see how Ali's big remake runs on Nintendo's new hardware before its October 23 release. Visually, it's close to the PS4 version, native 1080p, locked at 30 FPS, with 4K output giving it a slightly sharper edge. No ray tracing here, and some fans expected more, but it's still smooth and playable. If you've seen it on PS5 or Series X, those obviously flex harder with 4K 60 FPS and ray-traced reflections. But on Switch 2, it's about giving portable players the full P3R experience, and it does exactly that.
For some reason, I feel at peace.
I understand what my purpose is now. You've known since the beginning.
You're kidding, right?
Yes, you certainly wouldn't be so stupid.
PowerWash Simulator 2 is firing up the Switch 2 this fall. And yeah, it's looking way bigger than the first game. The sequel keeps that same oddly satisfying vibe of blasting grime off everything in sight, but now adds a fresh campaign with a twist: base building. So between washing down rooftops and scrubbing up statues, you'll also be building out your own HQ. 3 brand new locations join the returning town of Muckingham, giving you even more dirt to conquer. It's the same chill gameplay fans loved, just expanded with new systems and more depth. Grab your digital hose, cleaning just leveled up. Dinkum is finally heading to Nintendo Switch. And this one's been a long time coming. Dropping November 5th, 2025 as a timed console exclusive, it's a survival life sim built around the Australian outback. You're not just farming and fishing here, you're hunting, crafting, ranching, and building up a town with up to 4 friends in co-op. The game's been cooking in development for 5 years, launched in early access back in 2022, and hit full release this April, already selling over 1.4 million copies with a glowing 92% Steam rating. Physical release lands January 30th, 2026, bundled with a Battlegrounds costume set.
You'll be able to enjoy a collection of Virtual Boy games in stereoscopic 3D while playing on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. In order to play, you'll need this dedicated accessory.
Nintendo just dropped a curveball. Virtual Boy is back. Launching February 17, 2026, Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics joins the Switch Online plus expansion pack lineup on Switch and Switch 2. It's not just emulation either. You'll need a new dedicated accessory that recreates the old-school Virtual Boy hardware, complete with stereoscopic 3D. A cardboard model will also be available for the retro vibe. The lineup starts with classics like Mario's Tennis, Galactic Pinball, and Telero Boxer, with 14 games rolling out over time. It's a wild comeback for Nintendo's weirdest system, now reimagined for modern hardware. And yeah, it's as nostalgic as it gets.
The dedicated accessory needed to play Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics will be available in the future. A cardboard model of the accessory will also be available.